Hey there, and welcome to what I would like to now call Tub Tuesday, which means every Tuesday I'm gonna sit in this bathtub, have myself a bubble bath, and tell you guys some stories. Went wrong, party foul, already. Alright, so first off I want to tell you guys a story about something that happened to me when I was in high school. Now I went to high school in a very rural town in Ohio. It was called Houston. Everybody mistook it for Houston. It was like, oh, you're from Houston, Texas? Like, no, I'm not. I'm from Houston, Ohio. Literally surrounded by cornfields. That's all we are, basically, is a cornfield. So this is where I grew up, and this is where I went to high school. High school for me was a not okay time. Everybody there was super judgy. It was very small. My graduating class included 48 people. It was supposed to be 50, 2 graduated ahead of us. So this happened my senior year. Alright, and you're all gonna know what I'm talking about when I say it started with the one kid. You know, the one kid that nobody really liked, but he would always come up and talk to you and be like, hey, what's up? And you're like, oh god, I gotta go. No, I wasn't the popular type. I'm still not. But I still know people I don't want to be around, and he was one of them. He was annoying, he was too energetic, he was just too much for me. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to refer to him as Charles, because I don't think I go to school with anybody named Charles, so nobody's gonna be like, oh, were you talking about Charles Smith? And I'm like, no, it was Bob. Anyway, this kid, he would always come up to me and make weird comments about my piercings and be like, oh, you have a septum, you should gauge it. And every time I dyed my hair, he would just come up with a witty saying. I don't know, if I dyed it green, it's not St. Patrick's Day yet. Thanks, Charles. I was aware. I didn't hate this kid like I do now. Basically, there was one instance, and that's what the story is about, that made me not like this kid anymore. Like, not ever even fathom liking this kid. Ever. Okay, so picture this. I was leaving school. I was in my car, which was a GMC Jimmy at the time. I hated that car. It was a piece of crap. So as I was sitting there in my GMC Jimmy, listening to my music, being like, yeah, I get to go home now. I don't have to deal with teachers. I don't have to deal with school. I don't have to deal with rednecks. I can just go home, I can read, I can get on the internet, I can do my thing. Until Charles made his way to my car. So I was like, he's just gonna bypass me if I don't look at him. If I don't make eye contact with him, he won't bother me. Think again, Kara. All of a sudden, I heard a thud. A thud, like, I was like, what the fuck? I look up, this kid had laid himself on top of my car hood. Why? Why? I don't know this kid more than that awkward glance we had in the hallway. Now he thinks we're friends. That's it. And he now decides that he wants to lay his body on top of my car hood. And that's not it. Oh no, that's not it. He then decides, you know what? I'm gonna take this up a notch. He rolls all the way across my car hood, and my whole GMC Jimmy is shaking. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Who is this kid? He then like falls onto the pavement, like barely catches himself. And then he walks up to my window, which is closed. But I unrolled to hear his excuse for this behavior, maybe. Like, if he could excuse what he was doing, maybe it would be okay. This is what he said. You hit me with your car. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I didn't know what to say. I did this nervous laugh. I was like, as I'm rolling up my window. So after that, he like got into his car, and I'm glaring at him through my window. I'm like, I'm gonna hit you. That's all that went through my head. It happened almost a year ago, and I'm still astonished that some kid had the audacity, the balls, to get on top of my car and roll his body across it. Yeah, that happened. So let me know, oh, flack. So this was the first episode of Tub Tuesday. Let me know if you liked it in the comments below. I sure enjoyed making it. I love taking baths. I love ranting and telling stories. Put 2 and 2 together. Anyway, I'm gonna go now and actually take my bath without yelling. You guys have a lovely night, and I will see you tomorrow.